Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
And at 12 past 8, KELY News, sponsored by Sahara Motors. Ready for all seasons? The Kawasaki Ridge XR Crew Limited HVAC side-by-side keeps you cool in the summer, dry in the rain, and warm in the winter. Conquer any trail, creek, or blizzard while staying comfortable the whole way. Check one out today at Sahara Motors. You might need one. 11/100ths of an inch of precipitation over the weekend. Cloudy skies, much cooler today. The high only around 47 degrees as the skies stay cloudy all day. Well, in news from the special legislative session, Nevada lawmakers have unanimously approved the first bill of the 36th special session. Senate Bill 3 passed both chambers with no opposition, 21-0 in the Senate, 42-0 in the Assembly. It heads to Governor Lombardo's desk. The measure creates the Silver State General Assistance Program, a statewide safety net meant to protect residents if there's another disruption in federal SNAP assistance. Bill sponsor Tracy Brown May, who chairs the Select Committee on Health and Wellness, says the goal is to ensure families maintain access to basic food support and that no child faces hunger or uncertainty about their next meal. Nevada Assembly members advanced two high-profile bills Sunday as the special legislative session enters its final stretch. Lawmakers approved Assembly Bill 4, a major crime measure backed by Governor Lombardo, would bring back the Resort Corridor Court, the short-lived court that handled arrests along the Las Vegas Strip, and increase the maximum penalty for DUI drivers who kill from 20 to 25 years. The bill passed 31-11 after criticism from some Democrats, including Assemblymember Cynthia Zermenio-Brown, who argued it would further criminalize communities of color. The bill now moves to a Senate committee where its fate remains uncertain. The Assembly also passed AB 5, a proposal to create a large-scale film production studio in Summerlin. The plan requires major Hollywood studios to make significant investments in exchange for state tax credits. Supporters framed it as a long-term economic development and job creation strategy. Opponents argued it would drain public funds and benefit major studios like Sony and Warner Brothers. Assembly member Howard Watts warned the project could cost taxpayers $90 million a year. Nevada Senate poised to vote on the controversial measure following the Senate Jobs and Economic Committee's approval of the bill at 10 o'clock last night. Sunday's session opened with a procedural dispute over remote participation. Lawmakers ultimately voted 21-19, allowed two members, Brian Hibbets and Heidi Kasama of Clark County, to join via Zoom. That as the public is being shut out from telephonic comment on bills in committee, that despite allowing their members to phone it in. White Pine County Sheriff's Office reported a busy week of calls between November 10th and the 14th. Deputies responding to everything from welfare checks and juvenile issues to arrests, theft, and traffic incidents. On November 10th, deputies handled multiple juvenile calls, 2 sex crime investigations, a stolen trailer, and several welfare checks. One arrest made, 46-year-old Aaron Johnson of McGill taken into custody on an Ely Municipal Court warrant. On November 11th, deputies investigated a hit-and-run, responded to an overdose, and warned an ATV driver for reckless driving. A major arrest came after deputies developed a suspect in the sale of 2 stolen guns. 28-year-old Brett Crespin, booked for receiving stolen property, his bail set at $15,000. On November 12th, deputies fielded several welfare checks and juvenile complaints, cited a juvenile ATV rider, and investigated death at a state correctional facility. Decedent identified as Angela Rubalcaba. No new arrests reported that day. On November 13th, Thursday, deputies investigated multiple school-related juvenile incidents, a domestic disturbance, reckless driving on the highway, and several suspicious activity calls. A traffic crash at Altman and Great Basin resulted in a citation for the driver. 24-year-old Dagan Hay arrested for violating conditions of release. And on November 14th, deputies responded to a trespassing call at a casino, an active theft investigation in the county, a false medical alarm activation, and reports of a snowmobile on a city street. No new bookings reported. Any persons named by the police innocent until convicted in a court of law. Nevada Department of Employment, Training, and Rehabilitation putting $6.5 million into a new workforce effort called the Up Next Nevada Initiative. The program will train teens and young adults to work in child care centers and after-school programs, helping those facilities stay fully staffed. The initiative will provide mentorship, career coaching, and competitive wages to 210 young workers through 2026. State officials say the goal is to strengthen youth development workforce while giving participants a pathway into career education, health, and energy. The program, part of a partnership between DETR, Nevada Works, and the Nevada Alliance of Boys and Girls Clubs, who say the investment will help expand career opportunities and ensure clubhouses can operate at full capacity. Well, that nearly $1 billion Megabucks jackpot finally hit Friday night. Big headline is how many other players won along the way. That single ticket in Georgia claimed the $983 million jackpot, the eighth largest in the game's history. During the 40-draw run that began in late June, nearly 14.3 million winning tickets were sold nationwide at all prize levels. Non-jackpot prizes totaled more than $343 million. 21 second-tier winners worth $2 million or more in 14 states. 347 third-tier winners between $20,000 and $100,000 across 40 jurisdictions. Tuesday's drawing will be worth $50 million. At 8:19, that's news from the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93. Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.
Tell Shauna Wyatt sent you by.